Hi, I'm Ashok. I'm a graphic designer trainer from Web School. Today we're going to see the software called Lightroom. So you can see that you can able to see an interface here. Actually, this is called Lightroom. First, I want to give a small introduction about what is called Lightroom. Lightroom is a photo editing or photo color correction software. Okay, so we can able to ask you some question like why we use Photoshop. So Photoshop is a large software. So you want to learn all those things which is in Photoshop, and you want to do all the selection thing, everything in Photoshop. So if you want to do something like a small editing, like a small color correction or small selection, and you want to change the colors, so you can use something called Lightroom. So who use this Lightroom much? Most of the photographers mostly use this Lightroom actually. So you can able to see some wedding shoots and all that. After the wedding shoot, they used to do some color correction in Lightroom. The Lightroom is actually a digital camera, so where you can able to edit all the exposures and levels of editing, and you can able to change the colorings there, and you can able to change some smoothness inside Lightroom. So let's see, this Lightroom is a small software. So you can see there are so many type of interface you can able to see here. So you can able to see some interface which you can able to use for navigation. It's called navigator interface, and you have something called import button which you want to import some images inside this Lightroom. Only you can able to edit photo. You can't able to bring any videos inside the Lightroom. While taking some photographies, you can use this software in a laptop or computer and you can able to connect it with the camera. Without touching the camera, you can even operate the camera from this laptop itself. So you have so many options like that also. So today we are not going to see that option. I'm going to show you how to use the photograph inside, and I'm going to color the photograph inside the light. So this is the area where you want to import the files inside the light. So first we have two type of options. One is called library, which you can able to see in the top here, and we have something called develop, which you can able to see here. So these are the two things which a graphic designer or a photographer needed. Let's start something called catalog first. So first I'm going to go to the file, and here I'm going to use something called a new catalog. So catalog is nothing but a project. Okay, inside the project only we're going to import all the photographs inside. So this is the catalog which I'm going to use it. So I'm going to create a new catalog. So I'm going to go to this in a desktop. I'm going to, for example, here in the destination, I'm going to create a new folder which is called Lightroom. So inside this Lightroom, I'm just going to cut this folder. I'm going to paste it inside documents, because mostly the desktop will be very hard to read. Okay, so I'll just go to this documents. I'll just paste it inside. So inside this document, I'm going to bring some photographs. So here is a photograph which is called raw photography. So you can able to see that about the photography classes. So when you take a camera, when you take a photograph, there will be two type of images you'll be getting. One is called JPEG, another thing is called raw file. So raw file can be differentiated. That is called as log file also. It can be differentiated, and you can be able to see different formats also. For you can able to see some formats like CR2 format. So it depends upon the camera. So if you're using the Sony camera, you'll be getting a different type of raw format. If you're using Canon camera, you'll be getting different format. So like Nikon will be different formats. So these are the cameras which rules the industry, right? So different formats will be getting. And here I have something called the CR2. This camera, this has been took in Canon. So I'm just going to create this thing. Okay. So let's go and just open the catalog first. So I'm going to go to this documents, and the Lightroom is the folder. So here I'm going to create the thing. So I'm just going to create it. So let's give some catalog name like image. Like we give this code, and I'm going to give create. So it will ask you something like, do you want to back up the catalog with this thing? No, I'm going to skip this time, because the previous thing which I created, that thing also will be back up into this particular folder. No, I don't want to back up that particular folder. So I'm going to skip this time. Okay. So you can see that the Lightroom will close, and it will launch again. Okay, so when it is launching, you can able to see that actually it has been launched inside like something named like WebDisco. Okay, because the catalog which I opened is WebDisco. Okay, so when you open, it will close itself and it will reopen as its own catalog. So let's go and check in that particular document. So documents, and here you can find Lightroom. Inside the Lightroom, you can find something like a WebD folder, and inside you can able to find the Lightroom's catalog. So this is the catalog which I have opened. Inside this catalog, you can able to import so many photographs. Okay, so you be having like a catalog, like a collection of like an album. Okay, like a collection of photographs. You can all keep it inside. So now let's import the images. Okay, so mostly they will edit raw footage only. They won't bring the JPEG footage because the softwares like this is meant for edit the raw footages first. Okay, but JPEG also can edit. There's nothing wrong in that. So but now right now I'm going to import a raw format. So let's import a raw format. So I'm going to click on this import button here. If you click on this import button, automatically I'll be getting this import options here. So here you can able to see my partition. So I'm going to just go to my the destination place where I place the images. So let's go to this user and show, and I'm going to go for the documents and set documents. You can see the Lightroom photo. So I'm going to click on this Lightroom. So you can able to see if you select that particular folder, automatically you can see all the photographs. So I have one photograph inside, so one photograph will be shown for. Okay, so if I add so many photographs, you can able to see all the photographs inside. So now for the time being, I have used only one photograph. So let's select that particular photograph and see what happens. So you can able to see a checkbox here. I'm going to click on this. The photograph has been selected. So you can even, if there is more photograph, you can check all the thing at one point. So just click the button, automatically all the photographs will be get selected. So now I'm going to give import here. Automatically you can see that that particular photo will be imported into the library. So still we are in library. Okay, so why we import the raw format? Because raw format has all the data inside that particular photo. So the difference between the JPEG format and the raw format is that the raw format will be having the data inside it. The data means the RGB values, red, green and blue values, and what camera they have used, and what are the lenses, and what is the aperture, shutter speed, ISOs, what are the things they have used inside it. Everything will be saved as a data. So only the raw format has the high file size. So okay, that's the thing. And let's go to this library here, and you can see that after selecting the library, you can see multiple photos in library. So here we have one photo. So just select this one photo and just jump to the develop here. I'm going to click on this develop option here. So when I click on this develop option, you can see that actually that photo has been imported into develop option. Here you can able to see that the option like this, and in the right hand side you can able to see some histograms. So just close this thing, and you see that all the settings you can able to see here. Okay, so see, I just want to show you something like I'm going to give a small zoom effect. So just I'm going to click on this. You see that it will be zooming one point. When I click again, you can see that actually it has been zoomed out again. So you can able to ask me question that whether we can able to zoom little more inside. So yes, we can able to do by holding Alt. Just scroll the mouse wheel. You can able to see that actually the object will be getting zoomed like this. So in some computers you can use the Alt button, and some new software you can use something called Control. When you hold Control and when you scroll the mouse, you can see that actually the object is getting zoomed. So you can just see this thing. See, this is the value. See the value it is now. It is zooming level is become less because when I hold Control, see the zoom level which I give now. Okay, when I give again, give a click, it will zoom up. When I going to click again, you can see that it will zoom to the level which I gave last time. Okay, see now if I give this much zoom, now this much zoom only will be working. Okay, so this is to just see how much quality not to zoom, the details and the effects is applying to the particular image. So I'm going to select the particular image here, and I'm going to go to something called histograms here. In the histograms, you'll be having the data of red, green, and blue, RGB we call it as like, right? So how much value of red is there, how much value of blue is there, how much value of green is there. So you can even adjust the point actually. So you can see that, you see, I can able to select the red and green here, and you can see that blue tone is different in this image. So red and green and red and combination of red and green also is more higher in this image. So only it is nearby it is standing. So you can able to see the blue is separately, you can see. So you can see that if I just click on this button, and if I just scrolling to the right hand side, you can see that actually the color is getting auto edited. So it is called auto editing of a color. So if you don't want any type of auto edition, you can do it manually by using all the settings set here. Okay, so I'm just showing you, you can just edit it like this. See, if you just click on this blue button, so you can see the blue is getting edited like this. Okay, so you can just adjust some of the coloring. So even you can see the previous and before and after images also. So you can use this icon in the bottom here. Just click on this icon. So you can see before and after. So this was the before image which I brought as a raw image. The lighting and the coloring, we just note it out, and look at this thing which I just changed something here. So you can see that the option has been changed. Look at the lighting of the car, it has been improved, right? So let's change it like this. See the greenish tone, I'm going to increase it a little bit. It's easy, right? So you can able to use it like this. Okay, so now I'm just going to come back set, because I'm not going to show you the automatic mode, because that's not Lightroom, right? So I'm going to show you the manual mode, how you could select it, and I can able to set it differently. So just go to this basic first. If you go to this basic, you can able to see there are so many type of options that is available. One is called temperature, tint, exposure, contrast. So these basic names, you know what is the names are there. So highlight is something called the highlighted thing which is in the particular image. So when you take an image, the image coloring will be separated into 3 categories. One is called highlight, mid-tone, and shadow. Even the red and green and blue will be in the highlight. In the shadow will be the 3 things. And in mid-tone also, red and green and blue will be there. So all the things will be inside this particular image. So if you see that you have a temperature here, if I just increase the temperature, so temperature will be having 2 type of temperatures. One is called warm, and another thing is called cool temperature. So in photography, in camera, the temperature, if I'm going to increase, will be increased with the orange or yellowish tone will be added. When I reduce the temperature to cool, automatically you will be gaining bluish tone inside. So you can able to see here, the temperature, if I want to increase it a little bit, you can able to see actually the yellowish tone is getting increased. So this is the before and this is the after. Let me just make it a single image. So click on this icon to make it as a single image. So just see that how much temperature it is gaining. When I'm getting low to the cool subject, you can see that actually I'm gaining bluish tone. Okay, so if you want to reset this value, just double click on this particular icon here in the middle. Double click, it will go to the original position. Okay, actually when you adjust here, automatically here also it is getting adjusted. See. Okay, so just double click this point and you can see that actually everything comes into the normal value. Okay, let's give it a set. Okay, so let's add a little bit of temperature. So give a temperature, okay, a yellowish tone effect. And the tint, if I adjust, you can able to see that actual tint is getting exchanged here. So greenish tint and the tint effect is getting increased. So I'm not going to use any type of tint inside here. Okay, let's go to the exposure. So you can able to see that actually the image is totally a little bit darker tone. So I want to give exposure. Exposure is nothing but the amount of light what you're going to give to the particular image. So I'm going to increase the exposure here. You can see that if I increase it, you can see that the image is getting gained with the light actually. But if you're increasing a multiple exposure, or if you're increasing an exposure which is higher, you see that the noise, we call it something like called noise actually. The noise will be getting increased automatically, because when I zoom it, you can able to see in a darker regions, when I increase the exposure, you can able to see there will be so many types of noises. The tiny dots point like structure will be there, which makes it to give the image lighting. So you should always look at that concept, because when you increase the noise, automatically the quality of the photo will become lesser. So the quality is very much important, right? So don't expose more. Okay, and you can use the contrast here. So when you increase the contrast, I get a depth inside the particular image. So if I decrease the contrast, the depth in that particular image will get lost. When I increase it, you can see that actually look at the depthness of that eye, the hair, and the darkest areas and all will be given more depth. So if I increase it, so you can see that actually I get more depth inside. You can see all the pimple things here now. So see, it's getting more depth here. And how about the highlights? If I'm going to increase the highlight, you see only the highlighted area will be getting affected first. Okay, see the depth and the midtone never gets affected. So if you want to adjust something in the highlighted area, you can adjust it like this. And shadows, I'm talking about the shadows means darker areas. The darker areas, if you can able to give lighting, or you can reduce the lighting like this, you can apply like this. And if you go to the whites, same thing, the total brightness will be increased, and total black means shadow will be increased. Okay, so this is the way you can able to easily get it. Okay, and this comes under inside this. Inside this, you have something called texture. So using this texture, you can able to apply the detail of the particular object. For example, you can see all the wrinkle things in near here eye. Okay, so look at this small wrinkle thing. So if I just increase the texture, you can see that actually it gets more detail. So you can even see the small pores also. Okay, so if I increase the texture, automatically you can see that the pores also is visibly seen. Look at this wrinkles, how detailed it is. So you can apply the wrinkles and the texture for the dresses, the flowers, and all the things. Now you can able to apply the textures. So don't use the texture for the faces at all. So if I reduce the texture, automatically the image will become like a smooth effect. See, it become like a smooth effect like this. So I'm going to give a little bit of smooth effect, not going to increase the texture a little bit. And look at the clarity. If I reduce the clarity, use a little bit smooth effect like this. And dehaze is something called the darkness of the particular image. So how much darkness I want to give, or smoothness needed, lighter effect, or it's like a foggy effect you can able to give. Okay, so it's like this. So if you apply so much of lighting, you can see that actually the detail of the particular face will go. So let me control it. Let me increase the texture a little bit. So it comes like this. And you can see that the lighting and the smoothing I already gave, but you can see the coloring is little bit reduced. So let's jump to the option called vibrance. If I increase the vibrance, you can see that actually the color is getting increased. So if I reduce it, you see that it comes to the lower color. So actually it is not desaturated, actually the color is getting reduced. So that when I increase the vibration, you can see that actually the vibrance color is getting increased. So the color will become so vibrant. And the saturation here, if you reduce the saturation, goes to desaturate. If I increase the saturation, you get the high color. So I don't need the saturation to be added because we are already played with the colors here. Okay, so now you can see the difference. So always you should use some settings and just go to this, see the difference here. So this is what the image is, and this is what we have given color. Okay, so come again to the normal pose, and we can just go here, reduce this basics, and just come to this tone color. You can use this, the persons who have used the Photoshop have this idea about the curves. Even the curves also you can use it for the lightning, and even you can separate it, like red you can change, and green you can change, blue you can change. You can just go it like this. So when I just increase it like this, you can see that the overall lighting will be adjusted. And if I want to separately, if I want to adjust it, just select on the particular color like red. And if I adjust, you can see that only the red tone inside the color inside the particular image will be getting increased. Okay, so when I go to the green, only the green tone will be increased. So when I go to the blue tone will be increased. So depends upon the color. So just see here which color is which color is minus here, you can able to adjust it. So I'm going to reset everything. You just double click on that point, actually to get minus. So, and this yellowish tone is much more higher here. So let's add a little bit of reddish tone here. Okay. And I'm going to add a little bit of a bluish tone. So you can even adjust the color tones here, okay, separately. And coming to the color mixer, if you come to the color mixer tone, actually it won't work in some of the points because we are going to mix the colors, because it will be a little bit advanced thing, because what I'm saying is that if I just adjust some red, even the red also I can adjust here, okay, and even the orange tone, you just adjust it. So look at this color is changing, right? Okay, so don't touch on this, because if you touch it, actually the whole color will be changing. Even though I can just I will show you what it happens when it color changes. So just go to the yellow tone. If I want to improvise the yellow here, I want to give some yellowish, which is want to be shown as a dominated thing. So I can able to use the yellowish tone here. See, look at the car. Actually, the yellow is getting changed. So it's not only changing in the car. Actually, you see that the overall the photo has the yellow tone. So overall yellow will be changed. So you want to keep it in that mind also. And look at this bluish tone. You can adjust it like this. Okay, and see it's this. I think this is enough. If you adjust anything, the total color will be changed. Okay. So far, the first part of this interface has been completed. Remaining we'll be seeing in the second part. So this is Ashok signing off. Thank you.